Hey guys, welcome to CobraCamp, and today we're just gonna run through some quick shoulder exercises you can do in the comfort of your own home or wherever you have a bit of space. And I'm gonna explain to you like what exactly is your shoulder and how to train the different parts of it. So let's go. Your shoulder is divided into two muscles. Your delts, which are at the top of your arm, as well as your traps, which is that huge muscle that takes up like 1/3 of your back. So when you're training shoulders, you need to train both parts, both your delts and your traps separately. I'm now going to introduce some exercises you can use to train your traps. The first one is shoulder press push-ups. This variation of shoulder press push-ups, your fingers will be pointing forward and you simply press down and press back up. Press down, press back up. You repeat this motion and you are supposed to be controlling it during the negative and positive part of the movement. Don't fall down to the mat and then push up. Another variation of the shoulder press push-up is the diamond. So you simply place your hands in a diamond or triangular shape and you repeat the same motion with the same form. Controlled up and controlled down, pushing with your trap muscle. Controlled up, controlled down. If you find this movement a bit too difficult, you can adjust the difficulty by either increasing or decreasing the distance between your hands and your feet. If you decrease this distance, it's going to become more difficult, and if you increase this distance, it's going to become easier. You can also raise the elevation your feet is at to increase the weight pushed and increase the difficulty level. The next exercise I will introduce is called a scapular push-up. It works your trap muscle and is also a good warm-up exercise for your shoulders. You distance your hands around shoulder width apart, your elbows and fists on the ground, and you simply let your chest touch the ground and you push back up using your shoulder scapular area. This also is a controlled movement. The next exercise is called a planche push-up. Your hand should be around your navel area under your chest, and each push-up you should be leaning over into your trap muscle. You can either do this exercise with your hands facing forward or backward, depending on which position is more comfortable for your wrist. Both would produce the same results as long as you're leaning into your trap muscle. Also, it's a controlled movement up and down. Now we are going to cover some exercises you can use to train your delts. You can do delt rotations. Delt rotations, your arms should not be lower than horizontal or higher than horizontal. They should be parallel to the ground, going straight across. You can do front rotations and back rotations. When doing front rotations, you should be focused on the front part of that muscle. When doing back rotations, you first push your arms backwards and then start rotating, focusing on the rear part of that muscle. When doing delt rotations, there are some things you need to avoid. You should not be rotating with your bicep and your forearm. Strictly use that delt muscle. Also avoid rotating with your trap muscle. Focus on just the delt muscle and only rotate from that portion of your arm. The final exercise, which is a handstand, works primarily your traps but also a bit of your delts. There are two ways to do it. You can either kick up against a wall into the handstand position, or a safer way for beginners is to walk up the wall into the handstand position and just hold it for a few seconds or minutes, however long you decide.